गपशप के साथ तो एक कप चाय बनती है, मसाला चाय। इलायची, लौंग और दालचीनी, इसको कूट लें। उबलते पानी में डालें, इसके अंदर चाय की पत्ती और चीनी डालिए। बढ़िया मसाला चाय बनाने का मेरा एक छोटा सा राज है, ताजे दूध से बना रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क। इसका रिच और क्रीमी टेस्ट चाय में जान डाल दे। ये हुई ना मसालेदार बात। रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क, चाय का परफेक्ट मैच।
Rainbow Top Guns Season 2. Presented by NOKIA, powered by AUDI.
हाँ करता हूँ मैं दुज़दीदा नज़र, गर कभी उस पर
One of the most admirable qualities of Top Guns is that they think differently. I've come all the way to Hyderabad in the south of India to meet today's Top Gun. He's called the King of Clubbing, known as the Richard Branson of India, with 55 fully owned locations and 175 franchise properties, and a current membership strength of 350,000. He is Rajeev Reddy, founder of Country Club.
Hi Shane,
Hi, Rajeev.
how are you? Welcome to the country club.
Welcome to Rainbow Top Guns.
I hope our people have treated you like a prince in the Amrita Castle.
Amrutha Castle is totally amazing. I can't believe you actually made a castle in the middle of Hyderabad.
Yeah, Shane, it was really exciting building that project, and I hope you have enjoyed the stay there.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Please sit down.
Absolutely. I think I'll stay there every time I come to Hyderabad.
You should, Shane. I mean, it was really a challenging experience building that castle because I had to virtually tour the remotest parts of England, France, Germany, Spain, Austria, Switzerland, and I had to take with me some German and French architects. And when I came back, it took me about 2 years to build up that monument.
And you found this one in Switzerland, was it?
No, it was in Germany,
In Germany.
on the German-Austrian border, in the middle of the night.
And you knew, did you have that gut feeling, this is the one?
I had a gut feeling. It was like picking up a needle from the stack. But I think it was my sixth sense that told me that yes, it is somewhere in Europe. And to build that castle was a big challenge. In fact, this is the only castle that was built in the 21st century.
Wow. So this sixth sense, is that something that fuels or funds most of your business decisions? Are you big on that gut feel and making sure that the gut and the sixth sense is
Yes,
right?
I depend on my gut instinct a lot.
Right. You have to though, because you're an innovator. So there was no benchmark before. You're the first person to build a castle, and the club idea actually started not just more than 150 yards. The first country club was just 150 yards from where we're sitting now.
Yeah.
So how did you get the idea to?
Shane, I started my career as a builder in the year 1980. And by the time, in a few years, I was one of the biggest builders in Hyderabad. And during that particular point of time, I wanted to become member of Secunderabad Club. And it took me some time to become a corporate member. And when I became the member of Secunderabad Club, then I realized that there was a huge opportunity that is waiting to be tapped. If you really look at it historically, Shane, clubs were started by the British, for the British, and they were started in Calcutta and of course around the country. But when the British left, it was only for the armed forces and also for the members of royal families. So a normal person could not become a member of this regimented clubs.
Right. It was an elitist
Yeah.
thing.
It was considered to be elitist, but then in reality, as time went by, they could not really afford the kind of luxury, like say for instance, health club and the kind of food, manpower and all that.
Gym equipment
Yeah.
and everything else that was
So I instinctively knew that there was a huge opportunity for a private chain of clubs. That is a time when I wanted to start the country club. Also, if you look at even cultural part of it, like let's say ballroom dance, things which were basically associated with, the British.
The British.
Yeah, I wanted to start something on the lines of the Indian culture, like Navratri, Baisakhi, Lohri, Eid, Christmas Eve, New Year. So all these things, more like an Indian fabric, it could mold the entire family into coming together. So this particular concept was a big hit right from day one. The day we launched, we announced the project after we took over this palace, which was the palace of Prime Minister of Hyderabad. When we decided to convert it into a club and we announced, there were more than 2,000 applications on the very first day.
Wow.
Then gradually, over a period of time, we spread into other parts of the country and became a pan-India brand. And today, we are having 350,000 members.
Wow. When you were in school, if we look at high school, did you know you wanted to go into development or into the club business? When did your personal vision start to?
My dad wanted me to join the civil services, which is considered to be very reputed. But as far as I was concerned, I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a builder. I wanted to be myself. And I started my first project called Ashiana in buildings in the year 1980, which was a big success. And from there, I went on to build 30 other projects, and all the projects were super hits.
For you, what did you think was the most difficult part of that first project? Was there any particular sticking point?
Not really, Shane. In fact, I knew I had built up the trust in my construction line, Amrita Estates. Amrita is my mother's name. I knew that basic trust factor existed, and also the fact that this beautiful old building, and I had to only renovate it. And I just had a very good people on the board. And we made fantastic temperature control pool. That was the first in Hyderabad. And our health club was the biggest health club even today.
It's still the biggest health club even today.
We had imported all the equipment from USA. At that time it was not easy. We had the first air-conditioned squash court. We had the first pyramid discotheque. And I can say, if you want me to say in one line, what is country club all about, I will say it is a beginning of a never-ending love story.
From the first country club, which was earlier the Nizam's Palace, we decided to move to the more picturesque Medcho property of Country Club for part 2 of the interview.
Success is, touching emotions of some millions of people and making them happy. When you see them really happy, healthy, fitter, and when you know that you're adding so much to the community, having the entire Indian fabric weaved into the country club, and now wherever we go, this brand is a success. So that is what I call a success.
Presented by Nokia, powered by Audi.
Around the world, millions of people are switching to Nokia Lumia for the best smartphone photography in low light. For easy wireless charging. And for city lens, to explore the world around them. Time to switch.
Audi A8. Always first class.
Rainbow Top Guns Season 2.
I was quite impressed by the number of people working at the country club as we moved out of the Hyderabad offices on our way to Medchal, about 25 kilometers away. You have 12,000 employees. I mean, how do you manage such a large staff across the globe? How do you do that?
Oh, Shan, it's not very easy, but at the same time, it's not very difficult because once the vision is set, once the values are defined, once the goals are there, it is only the question of reaching there.
Are you really big on making clearly defined goals and disseminating that in the organization?
Yeah, we have a clear-cut goals, objectives, how to reach there. The management helps them. We have a one-to-one talk, and also we try to promote people within the organization. We also try to take people from outside the organization, from different geographies. And for instance, in the Middle East, we have a lot of people from the Filipinos who are working, and we have 6 people from 16 different nationalities working only in the Middle East.
Wow.
And if you look back at our background, our retention rate is highest in the industry. It is almost as high as 95%.
People don't leave once they join.
Yeah, because we show them the growth opportunities. People who started as just salespersons have now today heading as country managers in different countries. Like an accounts manager, now today is heading the Middle Eastern operations.
Mr. Rajeev Reddy has been very great. He's a great leader and motivates us. He would give speeches about leadership, about positive outlooks in life in which all the employees would embrace. So that's what I love about Country Club.
So tell me, what is the USP of the country club?
Well, Shane, I think the real USP of the country club is that we are the largest chain of family clubbing in the world. And we have about close to 2 million people who are in the country club books. We have about 3.5 lakh members, to 6 people per family. So, I mean, it is more about family entertainment and family values sharing.
So they say a family that plays together stays together.
Yeah, it's very true. And not only that, they get their friends and, you know, they come in groups, and in shows, they come in thousands.
Wow.
So I think that's a big draw.
One of the things that I really like about Country Club is the number of locations you have. You have locations all over the world.
Yeah, we have 55 clubs, then 150 franchises. Then we have strategic tie-ups with global timeshare players like RCI, who have got about 4,200 resorts.
Why is it you decided to be your brand ambassador for the Country Club?
Well, Shan, I think that's the most natural thing because Country Club is nothing but a reflection of my personality. But the fact is, after I became the brand ambassador, the company really soared high. And then because I had to do a lot of things like scuba diving, I was in the bottom of the ocean in the Maldives, and you were talking about river rafting in Sri Lanka near our property, parasailing in Goa, and recently did a skydive in Dubai at 13,500 feet.
The 4 last letters of enthusiasm says that IASM, I am sold myself. I think nobody can tell it better than him, because in an industry which is a concept sales industry, unless you don't believe in what you sell, you won't actually be the brand ambassador of it. And when you're the chairman and the brand ambassador, that shows the amount of faith he has in the concept. And when he's so extremely sold on what he's selling, I think it drives all of us to also do the job well, and that's what I enjoy most. And the 14 years has been a dream come true.
So after everything you've done, so many clubs you've made, how do you actually define success on your terms?
Well, Shane, according to me, success is, you know, touching the emotions of some millions of people and making them happy. So I think it's a very challenging industry, and when you see them really happy, healthy, fitter, and when you know that you're adding so much to the community, having the entire Indian fabric weaved into the country club, and now wherever we go, this brand is a success. So that is what I call a success. Success is something, I would say, getting into people's emotions, which is very difficult. You pay $1 billion to a person, but you can't make him smile. So that's all about it.
And what is your advice to somebody who wants to become a success themselves?
I would say, yes, follow your heart. Whatever you feel is your goal, do it with full passion. Be focused, keep on the drive, keep moving. So that is, I think, my advice to any entrepreneur.
Right. The other thing I like about your story is that it wasn't overnight. It's something that you have focused on, you stayed focused on for 30 years. Should people be focused in one industry area? Is that to advantage?
Yes, Shan. My advice would be in your core competence. Don't look here and there. If you want to be successful, you keep on growing, you keep on expanding. I would say the country club is like a bottomless pit. There are humongous opportunities. Every day is a new opportunity. Every person is a new opportunity. So you tend to learn so many things.
You seem to have an undepletable amount of energy. What drives you through all of this?
Well, the sheer thrill of seeing the whole thing happen, so some thousands of people enjoying very special moments, and people getting excited over our super shows, and all these things really keeps me going, because everything is different, every day is different, every show is different. And when we see the standing ovation they get, and when we see the response, and when we see the media coverage, and we see the members having a grand time, yes, that keeps us going.
Isn't it more than just a country club though? Because it's almost like we're witnessing the evolution of India itself, with really the ethos being Indian culture at the epicenter of the concept.
Yes, definitely. We were very clear right from the beginning. We were very clear that it is going to be a club based on Indian culture, Indian values, and that's how we started, and that's how we were able to get the entire families put together. And it's like a revolution, I would say. It's a social revolution.
He lives life passionately. He translates the same thing into his work. So it's all the same. Whether when you work or at home, the energy levels he has, my God, is amazing. And the charisma he carries just fills up the room. And that's what he is. At home, he walks in on the dining table, it's the same. He walks into the office, it's the same. It's just like magic. He spreads it all over.
In difficult times, he's a great person to have around, because no matter how difficult things are, he's still equally committed, equally passionate. At the same time, you know, whenever the leader of the team is committed and passionate, no matter what the situation, it gives a lot of courage to everybody else also, and it's very contagious.
What is your secret to success?
Well, I think I have followed my heart, and I've been very passionate about the whole thing, whatever I was doing. For us, I mean, expanding in the same core area is key to success. Whether first we started in clubbing, then we were diversified into timeshare through Amrita Castle, and then we have diversified into fitness centers. These are all a part of the core business. So we have never diversified. We were part of the core business. The only thing is, it is an extension of our philosophy.
They are monitoring a close watch on how to preserve wildlife, how to preserve the tiger. So we try to educate the people who come to our wildlife sanctuaries. We tell them the need to preserve wildlife.
Presented by Nokia, powered by Audi, supported by the Intelligent SME, official radio partners Suno 1024 and Super 94.7 FM.
Around the world, millions of people are switching to Nokia Lumia for the best smartphone photography in low light. For easy wireless charging. And for city lens, to explore the world around them. Time to switch.
Audi A8. Always first class.
पुराने गाने, पुराने दोस्त, घर की यादें और इलायची चाय। उबलते पानी में इलायची, चाय की पत्ती और चीनी डालें। कुछ देर गैस पे उबलने दें। इलायची चाय तभी अच्छी बनेगी जब आप यूज करेंगे रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क, जो बना है ताजे दूध से। इसका रिच और क्रीमी टेस्ट चाय में जान डाल दे। इतना सिंपल, घर की याद दिला दी। रेनबो इवेपोरेटेड मिल्क, चाय का परफेक्ट मैच।
Rainbow Top Guns Season 2.
Hello, Mr. Reddy.
Hello, Shane. Welcome to the Country Club Dubai.
Thank you, thank you. I'm very excited to be here. Beautiful facility. It's got everything here. So in 2008, you decided to expand internationally. Why is that, and why did you choose Dubai?
I am a great lover of cricket, and I used to visit Sharjah very often. And during that particular point of time, I used to see Dubai growing. I really appreciate the vision of the rulers. They have virtually set up a perfect place for a global platform for global entrepreneurs like us. From here, we have expanded almost into 10 different countries. And the expansion has been really at a frantic pace. You got everything here. I mean, this is a perfect place. You know, it's a perfect blend between the East and the West. So this was a place where we could really take off.
Right. What have been some of the big achievements for the international business of Country Club?
Well, we were able to set up offices in the Middle East. We have set up in Abu Dhabi, Muscat, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Now we are planning to set up a health club and fitness centers in all these countries. Apart from that, in Africa, we have opened an office in Kenya. We are looking at wildlife properties in Africa. Recently, we opened an office in London. And now we are also looking at opportunities to acquire properties there, like how we have acquired in Dubai. So that could be our entry into Europe. We are also looking at entering United States through New York. We have also set up base, I mean, in the East, we have set up base in Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, and in Sri Lanka.
What do you envision for the future of Dubai and the Middle East for Country Club?
Well, the vision is very clear, Shane. You know, we have entered into health and fitness in a very big way in India, and we want to do the same thing in the Middle East. Now you see in today's world, especially in US and Europe, Australia, a lot of people are suffering from obesity. So we are trying to get into a situation where through these health and fitness centers, we'll be able to combat these challenges. So that is where the Country Club steps in. After clubbing, holidays and entertainment, I think the next big thing will be health and fitness.
One of the things I really love about the Country Club is its commitment to the families and to the communities in which it operates. Can you tell us a little bit about your CSR activities?
Well, Shane, you know that education and opportunities are really the life changers. We have set up an institution for orphanages in Pondicherry where some hundreds of students who are basically were orphans, are now being taken care of by the Country Club. They get their basic education, they get food, shelter. Apart from that, you know, we are a big patron to cancer patients hospital in Hyderabad, where we are the major patrons. So, I mean, we do all that all the time.
But you don't just care about kids, because you also care about the environment and wildlife. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the projects there that you've done?
Yeah, Shane, in the year 2003,
We had acquired a project called Bandipur Bushbeta, and it was situated next to the biggest wildlife sanctuary in Karnataka. So they are keeping monitoring a close watch on how to preserve wildlife, how to preserve the tiger. So we try to educate the people who come to our wildlife sanctuaries. We tell them the need to preserve wildlife.
So they say behind every great man is a great woman. Is this true in your case?
Of course, Shane, my wife, has been a great source of inspiration. I mean, in fact, all the kids were, she was looking after very nicely, and she has groomed them up. Today, they are there in business, and they come into the business with certain value.
Well, we work as a group. So I've got my father, my brother, and my newest addition is my little sister who's joined me. You know, it would just been great if my mom was there as well. Then we didn't have to even go back home. The whole house being there. But yeah, 4 of us, 4 to 5 are actually in the office. And I actually get a meal with one of my siblings on a daily basis. So stuff like that, which we missed growing up, is something that we're actually catching at work now after, I don't know, so many years.
I really wanted to thank you for taking the time and coming out on Rainbow Top Guns. You've really shared your heart and your business and, of course, your hospitality with us. It has been truly inspiring listening to your story, and I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time.
No, my pleasure, Shannon. It was really wonderful interacting with you.
Well, that's it for this season of Rainbow Top Guns. I hope you've enjoyed watching the stories of 12 successful Indians across diverse business groups. I think the key learnings have been focus, perseverance, and having a passion for what you do. I hope we've inspired you to craft a new path to a prosperous future, and perchance one day we can have one of you as our guest on an upcoming episode of Top Guns. I'm your host, Shane Phillips, saying Ma Salama.
The artist's name was M.A. Hossain. He was a legend. He was stopped at one of the prestigious clubs in Calcutta because for the dress sense he would not wear slippers. But that was basically because he had some issues on that. I invited him to the country club Hyderabad, and well, he used to come to a Dubai club also, to Qureshi, to have dinner and all that. So, I mean, we tend to meet so many interesting people, and we try to understand their mindsets.
Right, and break down the barriers and open it up to the people the club should originally be open for, which are the Indians.
Yeah.